What's going on, everybody? K to the 2 here with week 3 of the MPL. This week we're going up against the Chicago Sacred Fire, coached by StabX4. His link will be in the description down below. This week we can go ahead and take a look at our team. We have a defensive core of Blissey and Hippowdon. Blissey is there for the special hits. It's max invested in defense and then 252 special defense. Its moves are Heal Bell, Soft Boiled, Counter in case he brought Bisharp, which he did, and for Talonflame as well. And then Ice Beam for Shaman, Latios, mainly Gliscor though. Then we have what's it called? Assault Vest. Assault Vest Azumarill. With the Assault Vest, Azumarill will be able to live either a Seed Flare from Shaman or a Thunderbolt from Mega Manectric. Whichever situation came first, I was prepared for it and was going to be able to knock out that Pokemon with the preceding move. Next up we have Hippowdon. I believe it's the same exact Hippo I'm bringing from last week. So that's Stealth Rocks, Roar, Earthquake, and Slack Off with the Smooth Rock. The Smooth Rock will allow Excadrill to outspeed everything on his team. The only way that he would be able to beat Excadrill is with a Sucker Punch combined with a Brave Bird from Talonflame. Otherwise, nothing on his team has priority and can outspeed. And I can kill everything on his team with any one of Excadrill's moves, except for Shaman, because X-Scissor doesn't do enough damage. I also have the Rapid Spin on Excadrill in case I need to save Thundurus late game. Could come into play. This week we have a Prankster Attacker Thundurus with Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, and I think Taunt was its fourth move. I don't remember. And we're bringing a different Sableye this week. Sableye has Mean Look to trap, Taunt to stop the attacking moves, Recover to heal off any damage. Of course, that one's necessary. And then Metal Burst. The plan with it is to trap something, then taunt it so it is forced to attack you. Then Metal Burst is like counter. So any attack that he goes for, Metal Burst will do 1.5 times damage to anything that attacks it. So that's the team this week. Let's go ahead and get right into the battle. I decided to lead off with the Thundurus in case he wanted to lead off with maybe the Latios or the Nidoking. That way I could either taunt or Volt Switch on whatever he wants. Instead, he's leading off with the Shaman. So I decide first turn I don't want to take any Hidden Power Ice or Seed Flare that he wants to go for. So I'm going to switch straight into Blissey. Which is good for me because he also switches into Manectric. Right here I'm expecting him to go for the Volt Switch, so this is why I make the play to switch into Hypocrite, and that is exactly what he goes for. So the Sandstorm, on top of that he forgot to Mega Evolve first turn. That's not a big deal though. You can see that later it affects the play that I make, but it's not that big of a deal. He's going to go ahead and double out into Shaman as I set up my rocks. Good play for him. Now he can go for a free Seed Flare on anything that he wants. And I switch into the Blissey to take that. Not going to appreciate the special defense drop, however. And that Seed Flare, if he goes for it again, is going to do a ton of damage. So I'm going to make the double out into Thundurus, possibly sacking it or living the Seed Flare that he wanted to go for. Instead, he doubled out into Bisharp. There's a lot of switching going on. So Oh, I am running taunt, but yeah. He doubles out into Manectric, thinking that I'm going to go for either the Volt Switch or the Thunder Wave. I actually predict that and go for the taunt, in case he wanted to switch out into something else other than Manectric. I have a free switch into Excadrill here. He gets the attack drop here because he Mega Evolves. He went for the Hidden Power instead of the Hidden Power Ice over the Volt Switch, expecting my switch out into Hypocrite. Good play, however, I chose to go into the Excadrill instead. This attack drop means that if he goes into Shaman here, I cannot kill with two X-Scissors, and I'd be relying on crit in order to kill it. So I don't want to deal with that, so I switch right out into a Azumarill. And indeed, he does switch out into the Shaman. So this is the situation that I planned with the Assault Vest. He's going to go for the Seed Flare, and I am going to retaliate with a nice and powerful Ice Punch. I live on 5%, and I am able to get off the Ice Punch. I don't go down to Sandstorm because the Sandstorm ends. And he goes out into Bisharp. Right here, I just wanted to get damage off because I knew he was going to kill me. And at 5% health, Lemon isn't going to be doing a whole lot to his team. So I just go ahead and decide to sack it off. Get a nice amount of damage. He goes for the knockoff, and Lemon goes down. So we're at 5-5 now. Right here, I go out into Sableye. I wanted to taunt him in case he wanted to set up Stealth Rocks, or maybe just get his switch. He switches out into Manectric here. I predicted him to go for the Thunderbolt. I have enough investment to live whatever he wanted to go for, which is why I clicked Metal Burst here. Unfortunately, he doesn't go for his stab attack, so I'm not able to knock out the Manectric. Unfortunate, however, Sableye does have some use left, and now he goes for the Thunderbolt. I predicted that and went straight out into the Blissey, and for some reason, I don't know why, but he stayed in and went for the Hidden Power, which allowed me to get off a free Soft Boiled. And right here, he goes out into the Bisharp on my Ice Beam. I don't think he knew that was coming. Oh well. Right here he goes for the knockoff, and I'm able to show off counter. Knockoff doesn't kill me, and Blissey gets a kill with counter. So that was nice. I guess that would be the way to put it. Right here I expected him to go for the Psyshock because he had no reason not to. And I switch out into the Sableye, and he kills me just with a Draco Meteor. I was sure that I had enough investment to live a Draco. He got a crit. It didn't really matter because I did the calc afterwards. If he was Life Orb, he would have been able to knock me out. I didn't have enough to live it in the first place at 92%. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. I decide to switch into the Blissey right here to get off a free Soft Boiled as he goes for the Defog, saving his Talonflame. And I knew he was going to not want to stay in, but I went for the Ice Beam anyway, in case he wanted to go out in a Nidoking, in case it was like a physical attacker. Would have been a good play, however, he just goes straight out into the Talonflame, which is meant to counter Blissey. If he went for the Choice Banded Talonflame, I feel like it would have done a lot more work against my team. But he's going with the Stall Breaker Talonflame instead. Right here, he went for the Taunt, which means I can't get up my rocks just yet. And that's not really going to matter, because he doubled out into Latios, as I doubled into Thundurus, which is great for me because I can kill anything with the combination of Hidden Power Ice and Volt Switch, in case he wanted to go into the Talonflame. But he doesn't, he just chooses to sack his Manectric. And right here, I decided, well, Thundurus isn't going to be of much use so we can just get off damage and come in with Mega Magic, with Excadrill and finish off the game in the sand. So he goes for the Psyshock, takes out my Thundurus, and I am in prime position just to sweep the rest of his team. So right here, I could have gone for the X-Scissor to get the guaranteed damage, but in my mind, I was thinking the only way he has to win is to go out into Talonflame here, and I have nothing to lose by going for Rock Slide because I can outspeed his Nidoking if he goes into that. So I click the Rock Slide, it hits, and that's going to just wrap up the game right there. Got 4 turns of Sandstorm left. He's going to switch out into Latias, which goes down to X-Scissor, and Nidoking will go down to the Earthquake. So, great game, Stab. We are now 3-0. Our Detroit Gale Wings are 3-0. Moving on to Week 4 against the New York Matangs. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time.